No matter where you go, you know you're not alone. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Come on. Mommy Emil's on air again. How are you? Hope you are in good health. So today we are going to review on topic 1 until 4. Let us refresh what is the definition of entrepreneur. So entrepreneur is an individual who actively form or lead his or her own business and bear calculated risk and nurture it for its growth and prosperity. Next, there are 4 reasons to be an entrepreneur. First, it is due to the independence is referred to the condition of working alone. So they are not working for others. So this freedom in order to make your own decision. Then second, there's a chance to be part or exposed to a new environment. So there's a second reason is the opportunity to be part or exposed to a new environment. So it also provide the opportunity to be flexible in order to be successful. That is due to the profit because we know normally this entrepreneurship is a route to become rich or become wealthy. So it is due to the profit reason. Lastly, is due to the challenge because some people like to take calculated risks in order to do while doing their business venture. So the higher the risk is often associated with the higher returns. Then we look at the important characteristic of the entrepreneurs. First, they must be self-motivated because in order to succeed, you must push yourself. Second, you must understand your offering, means that you understand what you are going to offer to your customer or to the market. The third one is you must be a risk taker. So the higher the risk, the higher the returns. Third, you must have a vast networking. So you must know how to do networking. The opportunity for a successful businesses will depends on how vast is your network. Fifth is you must be knowledgeable and also skillful in money management. So you must also have some basic money management skills and knowledge. Then six is you must be flexible. The flexibility is very important in order to become an entrepreneur. So lastly, everything that we do, we must be passionate in what we do in order to become successful. So passion is one last important characteristic. So from the first until fourth slide, you can refer from the page 1 until 6. So please, while doing this review, you must also accompany this lecture will accompany this review will accompany the module from page 1 until 55. So from the on page 8, it'll tell you about what is the entrepreneurship. So it is a process. The one you have to identify the opportunity, and then you can convert the opportunity that you have into marketable products or services. Then you must use the creative and also innovative means. Lastly, you must from the identifying and so converting this opportunity, you must create value and wealth to the society. So this is the whole view or definition of the entrepreneurship. Let's move on to the types of entrepreneurship. So there are 6 types of entrepreneurship. The first one is the independent entrepreneurship. Independent entrepreneurship means that you are going solo. So you will normally start with a small business with a very limited budget, while identifying your opportunity, you will set up a very small business and then grow those business into a high level and until it become a steady ongoing business. The second is the corporate entrepreneurship. So it's normally all these entrepreneurial activities are done or carried out in a very large corporation. So where normally is involved in creating new products or services by having the R&D. So normally using the corporate entrepreneurship, normally we have a very commercialized business product by selling commercialized products and services. Thirdly is the under the social entrepreneurship, normally it is a very related to the society because it is the entrepreneurial activities they are carried out by social enterprises or NGOs or charitable organization. Because normally this social entrepreneurship, they are not solely based on profit. Fourthly is the cooperative entrepreneurship. So it is a very carried out by the business entity registered under the Malaysian Cooperative Society Commission Act in 2014. Because normally in this cooperative cooperative entrepreneurship of businesses, it's offer loans to its members and also it's offer savings facilities to its members. So one example is the Koperasi Guru Desa or KGM. So the fifth one is the franchise entrepreneurship. So it is where a business organization, a very large successful firm with a successful products or service. So is the company or the corporation license its trademark and the method of doing business to another entrepreneur. Where is a franchisor license its trademark and also it's a method of doing business to franchisee. For a franchise fee, it is a certain fee and also royalty payment. For example, it's KFC, McDonald's, and also all these fast food restaurants and so on. So lastly is the digital entrepreneurship. So since it's digital things or the you can just do business by using click of your fingers, by clicking certain certain things or the buttons in the computer or your by pressing certain keys in your mobile phone, so you can the business is done. So it is borderless and also the most famous, especially during this PKPP or MCO right now. So it is the internet business where we do the business use through internet without having face-to-face with your customer. That's the end of chapter 1. Then in chapter 2, you will be informed about the business ownership and also the registration and also how to distinguish between one ownership with the others. First, we look what is a business. When we say a business, it will include every form of trade, every commerce, every craftsmanship, every profession, also other activities they are carried on for the purpose of gain, or we can say for the purpose of gaining profit. Please remember that every business in Malaysia, they have to register under the CCM, or Companies Commission of Malaysia. Is also known as Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia, or SSM, is in Malay. So it is a statutory body that regulates company and business affairs in Malaysia to ensure businesses and corporations comply with the business registration and also business legislations. So of course there will be certain fees for new registration, for a business renewal, and also for any other types of business information. Next, we move to the types of business entities. So there are two types of business entity can be divided into two. The first is under business, the second is under the company. The first is under Business Registration Act 1956. Second is under Company Registration Act 1965. So under business, there will be sole proprietorship and also partnership. While under the company, there will be private limited company or public limited company. While under the partnership, there will be very general partnership or limited partnership. We'll distinguish between these four types of businesses or business ownership in a short while. La 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 la. Okay, let us look at the first category of the business ownership. The first is the sole proprietorship. So normally it is owned by one individual. So it is a registration should be under the Business Registration Act 1956. So it is the easiest type of business in order to register, and also the owner is liable to unlimited liability, profit and losses. However, only Malaysian citizens that can register for this type of business. Okay, so for the partnership, normally they will be owned by two. The maximum is until 20 people. So there are these two types of partnership, general or limited. The first one is involved in business, they will receive salary and will have unlimited liability, meaning sharing profit and losses. But for the limited, they are not involved in business and a very limited liability in sharing profit and losses. Next, for the private limited company, is normally owned by shareholders from 2 to 50 people. So it's formed under the Companies Act 1965. So normally the registered name is with Sdn Bhd or PTE, and it registered under Sdn Bhd or private limited company or private limited. So very important here, for the private limited company, the shares cannot be sold to public. So meaning there will be no personal asset of shareholders that will be involved if the company incur loss or debt. So you have the company has very limited shares. They will elect a board of directors are responsible in establishing the policies of the corporation. They will have the president and other key officers of the company. Last type of business is under the public limited company. It is owned by public from at least 7 to infinity of membership. So it can be listed or unlisted in the KLSE, the main board or second board, regarding to the number of capital. So if not listed in the first and second board, you can publish a prospectus where you can sell the shares to the public. So public meaning it's publicly held company. So the shares can be sold to public. Public can also buy and sell shares of the company. business can be influenced by these factors: capital, personal asset, span of control,